Hey YouTube, welcome back to Russ's Retro Rides. Today I am in my 1979 10th anniversary Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to replace the carburetor to fuel pump line on my small block Oldsmobile engine. It's the original engine in this car, and it's got 31,536 miles on it. So you're probably wondering, well, why is the fuel line bad? Again, this northeastern weather, and this car was probably pretty abused for most of its life. I'm not surprised that the line's leaking, but it needs to be replaced because it's causing enough of a drip that I'm concerned that it might get on the manifold at some point. If I'm going fast enough, it might blow back. So just for safety's sake, I'm gonna go and replace it. So let's get right to it. All right, so what we've got going on today is replacing this leaking fuel pump to carburetor line. Now, as you can see, if you follow it, the fuel line is right there. It's the only one that's not a rubber hose, and it runs up. And if you stay up with it, it runs right up there. Now, I took the liberty of removing the Quadrajet carburetor off of the engine already. It's on another one of my cars temporarily, and I know you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, don't put paper towels in the manifold, but don't worry, this is just temporary. I wouldn't do this if the car was going to be sitting for long term. I would put a plate or something over it because one of my cars already seized up because of this. So, but that's a different story for different videos. Now, the only thing that you're going to need to remove the line from the fuel pump is a 5/8 wrench or a pipe wrench if you have it. A regular wrench will work pretty good on this because there's plenty of space to work with there. Even with the AC compressor, there's still enough room to get a wrench in there. Now, if we were removing it from the carburetor, that's a couple of different steps that I'll probably go over in a separate video, but this is just replacing the line from the pump. Sort of like if you had, rebuilding an engine or reconditioning a complete engine and you refresh the carburetor by rebuilding it. This is the step you would take probably to replace the line before installing the carburetor. So with that said, all you got to do is take your wrench and get it on here. And just like that, it breaks free. Some of you guys will be like, well, maybe it's leaking because it's loose. It's not, believe me. It's not because this flare is loose. So just like that, the old pipe comes out. All right, so the next thing you got to do is obviously get your replacement line. Now, I went ahead and took the liberty to order a pre-made line from Summit Racing. I am not sponsored by them or the company that made this line. I will include the link to this product in the description of this video. But with that said, you just got to take the little rubber nipple that plugs the fitting that screws into the fuel pump, and you just install it like the old one. So just got to work your way around all the vacuum lines and stuff if your engine's stock. And you don't need to put Teflon tape on the fitting because it's a flared unit. Some guys will put Teflon tape on it, but it doesn't really do you anything. So just gonna get this sort of finger tight. And it looks like I'm gonna have to bend it to get it to fit the carburetor at some point. But without the carburetor being installed, I can't really figure out exactly where it needs to go. This is what I mean by this line might have to be modified a little bit. See how it's bent up? You want it to be almost completely flush with the manifold here. So I probably will have to adjust it a little bit. But other than that, the last thing that we've got to do is tighten down that fitting. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and tighten down this fitting. Just like that. That's snug down. Now, I'm not gonna do one more to get it super snug before I actually install the carburetor, but with that said, guys, so like I said, it's pretty simple to do. You don't need that many tools, and you don't have to be a rocket scientist to do it. You can probably bend your own line. I just purchased this prefab line because it was easier for me, and I wasn't really interested in trying to bend it to get around all of this mess with the cables and stuff. So, all right, well, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out today's video. I just want to say real quick that I appreciate the support, and if you guys want to see more videos like this, or you have any specific video ideas, please leave a comment on this video or any of the prior videos. That's what's going to help me know what you guys want to see on this channel. Otherwise, I'm kind of just shooting blind. Be sure to check out the YouTube's Instagram page at Russ's Retro Rides. You can see a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and usually I'm more active on that than I am on YouTube. That's going to change though. I've got someone coming to give me a hand with some YouTube related stuff, so that's super exciting. And the last thing I want to really quickly talk about before I close out the video is the Solar Gold Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, the Ruffed Grouse, is almost running and driving. It's got a few minor things left that I have to do on it, but you guys are going to be seeing that on the channel, and I am stoked. You guys are going to be so excited to see this car. I've got so many things that I'm going to be doing to it for your entertainment, so be sure to stick around to watch that. And if you want to see more videos like this one, click the red subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. So anyway guys, I'm Russ, and I will see you in the next video.